Hey guys, here we are back at my local running trails. It's about 24 degrees out right now, and I'm getting ready to run a 5K barefoot in the snow. Got some fresh powder out here, so it should be a good day for it. One thing I want to talk about is safety. Now that I'm starting to push the distance, something to keep in mind, especially if you guys are thinking about getting out and running. So one thing to let you know, I did run about a half mile so far with shoes on to get my core temp up and make sure I'm warmed up before running, so I don't run into any issues, any cramps or anything like that. I need to stop when I'm running, because if you guys remember from the 2-mile video, one thing I noticed is it's not too cold to run in the snow, but it gets very cold very fast if you're just standing in the snow. So if you have any kind of injuries or pulled muscles or anything where you can't run, you're going to get cold very fast. So if that happens, I'm actually going to have in my pockets a pair of these nice wool socks that'll keep me warm if for some reason I need to stop running and I'm not able to do that. Also, third thing I'm going to do for safety is we're going for the full 5K here today. The trail I'm going to be running on is a loop. It's about a 1 1/4 mile loop through the woods here. So if something goes wrong or something happens, I do have an opportunity to bail and come back to the car. So with that, we're going to be doing 2 laps and then a little bit out and back to hit the full 5K distance. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, we're on lap 2. Once again, once I got into it, my feet felt like they started to warm up. Felt a little bit better. Just gotta keep moving. My core is warm, sweating a little. So my feet are working like a radiator in a car. Whereas my core engine is warm. And as my warm blood flows through my feet, it gets cooled off, cools me off, and keeps going. So, about 1.5 miles in, almost to the halfway point. Let's keep going. Previously, this is the furthest we ran in the snow. Feeling good. Just gotta keep trucking. Get that warm blood flowing to them feet. Not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys though. I wouldn't call this easy. So you find out if you got that dog in you. All right, let's keep going. About 1.2 miles to go. All right, guys, 2 laps down, about 2.5 miles down, a little out and back, and then we should be at our 5K mark. So let's go, let's finish strong. Reached our turnaround point. All I gotta do now is make it back to the truck. Barefoot 5K in the snow complete. We did it. So here, gonna get back in the truck, get my feet out of the cold and the snow for a minute. I'll let you guys know what I think. And just to show you guys, here's what my feet look like after the run. Really about the same as they did on the 2 miler. Still red. No worser for the wear really, so there we go. All right guys, here we are back in the truck. A little ice in my beard after that run. Overall, not too bad. First ever 5K in the snow. Officially 3.25 miles. Is what I did according to my GPS watch here. Not too bad. It was maybe a little bit harder than the 2 miler, but the same principles apply. You have to keep going. Really, I think having a warm core and having long pants on, a flannel, and a long sleeve shirt underneath this, where I could keep my core warm, so it just continually keeps pumping warm blood down to your feet. That helped quite a bit. One thing that I noticed, it wasn't consistent cold. So like at certain points on the run, I would get pretty cold, and it was almost like a wave of warmth would come over my body. I noticed it at the half-mile mark, and I noticed it a little bit past the 2-mile mark. I don't know if that's an adrenaline dump or endorphins, but like it felt kind of good, but at the same time it was a little bit alarming. Like my feet were getting cold, and I'm like, I know I should be cold out here, but then all of a sudden my feet would feel warm. My whole body would feel warm, and it's like it felt good. I wasn't complaining. It was better than freezing, but it was almost kind of like alarming. It's like, why don't I feel cold right now? And I think that's just my body's way of adapting and allow me to continually just push through it. But towards the end, especially down around the turnaround point for that last little out and back section, could definitely tell I was getting cold, even as I had like another wave come over me to like warm up my feet and my body. So some of you guys, maybe if you're doctors or something like that, maybe you know what that was, but the only way I can describe it is like it's a feeling of like warmth that just like surged through my whole body. So I assume that's my body dumping adrenaline and things like that to allow me to push through. But overall, not bad. I don't think I'm going to, right now, keep pushing the distance. I'm going to keep right around the 5K mark and acclimate my body to that and get used to that and keep going with that. So as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you out on the trail.